Alrighty guys, we are back in No Man's Sky today. Sorry if I sound a bit stuffy. It's not only Corona season, it's also allergy season. So there you go, my nose is a bit stuffed up, so again, if I sound a little bald-headed, that's why. Anyway, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get any ship you want in No Man's Sky. Any ship. Well, besides the one exception of living ships.
So that was a fucking lie.
The method I'm about to show you guys only works for ships that you can buy. So if you already know, or if you don't know, living ships you can only get through the Starbirth missions that you get from buying the Void Egg at the Space Anomaly. And that still holds true. There's no other way to get these ships. But if you're looking for any specific fighter or exotic, even the squid ships, the method I'm about to show you guys works foolproof. So let's get into it. Now to get started, the first thing you're going to need is a portal and all of the glyphs so that you can use the portal and go to whatever coordinates you want. To find all the glyphs, you just have to travel to space stations and find travelers, and once you talk to them twice, they'll give you the location for their grave, and that'll teach you a glyph. So I also made a little bit of a video on that, so I'll put a link to that video as well in the description, as well as the card up top. Alright, so once you have everything set up, you have your money, your glyphs, and the portal, then you're going to want to head over to the No Man's Sky Coordinates Exchange, which is actually a website. So I'm going to go ahead and switch screens here. Alright, so this is the No Man's Sky Coordinates Exchange, and it is actually a Reddit thread, or a subreddit, and this is completely dedicated to just people who play the game just like you and me, finding ships and putting coordinates to wherever you can find those ships. So as you can see here, someone found this shockwave fighter, and the coordinates are here at the bottom. There's plenty of other ships here. You can even find squids on the website. There's a few things that you do need to look for though, and that's usually these tags. So if you have been playing No Man's Sky for a while, you probably already know this, but if you're new, there's 3 different galaxies, which when you reach the center of the galaxy, spoiler alert, you get sent to a new one. So the first one everyone spawns in is the Elucid, and then there's SNTM and Calypso. Make sure that the ship you're looking for has the tag for the specific galaxy that you're in, which most players are in Elucid, so which is where I'm at, so that's the tag that I'm going to be looking for. The tags also just show you other things, so like there's multi-tools coordinates is here as well. You can find really anything here. People put coordinates for not only ships but multi-tools, freighters, interesting planets or animals that they found, and it's just a really cool subreddit if you love No Man's Sky and are into collecting the specific types of ships that you're looking for. You can scroll through this for hours and hours and hours just trying to find, there's an exotic right there, just trying to find the perfect ship or whatever for you, but I already have one curated that I'm going to be looking for, and again, I'm in Elucid, so it's an Elucid ship, it's a fighter, and I'm trying to make my collection all white ships, so this is just going to add to it. And how to use the this website, again, they show you a picture of the ship and the coordinates are here at the bottom, and the coordinates are always in the picture if they do a more laid out thing like this where they have it here at the bottom, or you could just zoom in and you can see the picture right here. So these are the coordinates that I'm going to be putting into the portal. So again, you gotta make sure you have all the glyphs, because these are for the portals. Alright, so when you're at the portal, you're gonna have to charge every single glyph, but it's usually very basic stuff like carbon and oxygen or sodium. So if you've been playing the game for a while, then you should have all this stuff no problem. but it is just another thing to take into account, and you might have to do a little bit of resource gathering for some of the basic stuff just to charge the portal up. Alright, portal's all charged. Now while this animation is going, I do want to kind of clear up for the coordinate exchange subreddit. All you need is to make sure you're in the right galaxy of the tagged ship. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, all the coordinates are the same. So if you find a ship, and I'm playing on PS4, so if you want to go get the same one as me, it doesn't matter if you're on Xbox or if you're on PC, you can use the same coordinates as long as you're in the same galaxy as me. I'm going to go ahead and enter the sequence, which again, I have my coordinates pulled up on the coordinate exchange, so let's go ahead and plug them in. And there we go. Now before we step through, you want to make sure that if you have a ship that you already want to trade, make sure you have that with you now. I'm just going to be adding to my collection, so I'm just going to buy another ship. So it doesn't really matter which one I have, but if you have one specifically that you want to get rid of and trade for the new ship, then go ahead and you can go ahead and summon that one here now, whichever one you want. Alrighty. Now we've come through the other side. There's actually a little terminal here. Looks like people from the coordinate exchange have already traveled here to try to find the ship. Okay, so now that we're here, there's two things that you're also going to want to take into account from the coordinate exchange. So let me switch screens. There's two places where the ship can spawn. It's either going to be a space station spawn or a trade station spawn. Now, for the space station spawns, if it's not a first wave, which I'll explain what that is a little bit later, you're just going to want to go ahead and look for a trading station. Which this is not a first wave spawn, which you can always kind of look in the comments, and people usually ask that if they don't put it up top. Then usually someone will ask or say it. And right here is where they're sort of talking about it's not a first wave spawn at space station, so just go to a trading post essentially. So let's take off and find a trading post. Now now that we're flying around, portal is right over there, so we haven't gone too far. So the easiest way to find the trade outpost is to have an economy scanner on the ship that you're currently flying. Boom, right there, immediately gives you coordinates to one. Now if you don't have the economy scanner equipped on your ship, there is another way to find a trading post, which I went over in a previous video. Again, tags up above, but again, the easiest way to do it, just have the economy scanner equipped and go ahead and scan for one. Let's make our way over to this one. Here we come, storm's clearing, still hasn't spawned, but we're gonna land anyway. And wait for this trading station to load up, there it goes. Alright, so now that we're here, it's just kind of a waiting game. Sometimes it can take quite a while, or other times you could just get lucky and it immediately lands right when you get here, so just gotta be patient. I like to sit up top so that I can see all of the different platforms of things spawning. So nothing here yet. So yep, just a waiting game. Just waiting for it to spawn. And you can see the ships actually flying around it too. So once yours is coming in, you'll see it kind of zooming around in circles before it actually comes in for landing. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll just cut to whenever I find it. Is that it right there? That might be it right there, actually. I might not have to cut it all. Did I get lucky? I'm pretty sure that's it. It's an 8, and you can zoom in with your multi-tool, and you can see what class it is and stuff. It's easier to do it on a lens. I'm pretty sure that's it. It is it. Dope. So I got really lucky, and it just happened to come very quickly. So again, I could zoom in. You can see it's an A class. The storage is pretty bad. The 18 next to the A means that's the storage, and the 4 are the tech slots. But with the update now, you can just upgrade your ship anyhow. So I'm not really too worried about that. Talk to you. And let's go ahead, make an offer. So there you go. A class fighter, all white, just how I want it. And like I said, the 4 that you saw means tech, and then there'll be 18 inventory slots. But again, you can just upgrade it now with the latest update, so I don't worry too much about that. So right here, if you had a chip that you already wanted to trade, you could get ahead and exchange. But I'm just going to be buying this one, adding it to my fleet. So it's 2 mil for me, and again, that's prices are going to range depending on what ship you're going for and how many slots you find it in for your spawn, things like that. And boom, ship is mine, just like that. Again, you could use these portals and coordinates, and along with the subreddit thread that I showed you, to just basically find any ship that you want. It's not extremely hard once you get used to it, but it was a little bit confusing. And there we go. He's all mine. Gotta get her upgraded up. But yeah. Alrighty guys, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I know it can get kind of complicated, especially when we're talking about things from the subreddit. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you guys. And in the next couple of days, I'm doing another video that's going over this sort of same thing, but it's going over if you have a ship on the subreddit that is a first wave spawn in a space station, which has a little bit of a different method. I talked about it a little bit here, but I didn't go too in depth. But as far as finding the ships that are at the trade posts, this video should hopefully give you enough information to go ahead and find it yourself. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. So if you liked it, likes if you liked it, all that stuff. See you guys next time.